least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
Freak with it. He's got 5. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Lee kicks to Oubre. Back to Lee. Shoots the 3. And it's Michigan with the rebound.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
And it's Freak missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Lee kicks to Duncan. Right wing. Now here's Oubre. It's stolen by Smith. This is to Jones. Terry against Ellis. Jones, no one around him. Bangs on the trifecta. Jones has got himself on the board with 3 there.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
A platoon swap here for Kansas. Here is Williams. The feed to Daniels. Picked by Williams. Here is Daniels. Edmond passes to Daniels. On the wing, Williams. Here's Frazier. Goes up again, and Calderon with the layup.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
On the court for Michigan. Freak, he's in at shooting guard. Cunningham is out there with Taylor, and it's Jefferson in at the small forward. Williams kicks to Daniels. The dish to Dedmon. Good ball movement here by the Jayhawks. They set the pick. Pass to Daniels. He feeds it to Calderon. And here's Daniels. Just 5 to shoot. No good there off the double clutch. Well, one thing about Kansas is that they love their basketball. The Jayhawks have long been synonymous with being a powerhouse college program.
One of the true blue bloods, if you will, in college basketball. I mean, they've been relevant and in contention for a very long time. They were winning titles before any official organization was put in place.
Kansas trails by 3. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Calderon kicks to Williams. Daniels dishes to Williams. Frazier with a screen on Stevenson. Calderon has the open look. Here's Daniels. And the layup's good off the glass.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
So Michigan ends up going with the new group. And Michigan has possession. That game marks the first half of a quick two-game homestand. Here's the screen to the wing on the left. Flash passes to Crawford. Wright sets a screen. Crawford kicks to Wright. Here's Flash. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And once again off the mark by Michigan. Taken away. To the inside, Smith takes a big height bounce and goes in. Smith's got the lead up to 3 now for the Wolverines. Now Lee. We've got 28 seconds left here in the first half of basketball. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wright. Jenkins, he's checked in for Duncan. And a change for the Wolverines. Ellis, he's checked in for Wright. And so here's Kansas. They trail by 3. Lee dishes the game. And we welcome you back to college basketball here on 2K Sports as we get ready to get going for the second half of play.
Guys, you know, it's been a close one thus far. Both teams have had strong stretches, but neither team has really been able to take control of the game to this point.
And guys, this is kind of like a boxing match, a bit of a feeling out period thus far. The second half, we should see more things open up, and that should benefit star players like Freak, who will get more quality opportunities.
They've got Duncan, and it's Terry in at the 4 spot. And for the Wolverines, Freak in at 2 guard. Jones is out there with Ellis. And it's Smith. Then it's Flash in at the point guard position. Now here's Freak. He's got 5. Cans it from downtown. Freak's got 8 points. Well, for a long time, Michigan has been a big power in men's basketball. Really, in all sports, the school has a very strong program.
No doubt, the Wolverines love their sports. Easy to cheer for the basketball program with all the success they've had over the years.
And for Kansas, we've got Oubre, and it's Gaines in at the pivot, manning the middle. Kansas trails by 4. Out to the right wing. A shot by Duncan. Nobody around. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And for the Wolverines, they have one official title in 1989. Have made it into the college championship game a lot of other times. Finished 5 times as the runner-up.
Lee outside. They double him with Freak. Now the pass to Oubre. Wants to get it to Duncan, and does. 11 feet out, and he hits it. Duncan's got his second basket.
And there have been some highs and lows in the Michigan program. Overall, you have to give them credit for being a persistent presence in the tournament. A lot of iconic moments have involved the Maize and Blue.
Now here's Freak. 8 points for him. Jones, the pass to Flash. Screen by Ellis. Kicks to Freak. The tray. Kept alive. Here's Smith. And there's another one for the Wolverines.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. And that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Pass to Oubre. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. He kicks to Gaines. Fade away. Good work defensively by Smith. Michigan moving it around. Here's Freak. No good with the triple. Kansas trails by 6. On the court for Michigan. Freak in at shooting guard. Ellis is out there with Jones. And there's Flash. And it's Smith in at the center, locking down the middle.
Take what's available. Use the fadeaway when the defender's there on you.
Jones kicks to Freak. Back to Jones. Now here's Freak. He's covered closely. Passes to Flash. And Jones has it in the corner. The three-pointer off the mark. And so here's Kansas. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
He dishes it to Ellis. In the corner, it's Freak. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. 11 points for Freak.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Michigan making some changes. Here's Jefferson. And stolen by Williams. Drops in the breakaway layup. 5 seconds left in the second half. Here's Freak. And so it's Michigan winning this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win.